Well, Bones, first let me congratulate you on getting the coaching job up there at Wake Forest.
Thank you, Jack. It would be, I think, a better time to get out than it would be to get in because we lost our ball club this year, and to rebuild is not always a good chore.
Well, I'll say one thing about Wake Forest. You've always turned out good basketball teams there, though.
Well, we've been lucky. We've had some good boys to come along, and, well, maybe it's because we haven't had but just a few, and you can always work better with a few than you can with a lot.
Well, Bones, let's go back and find out a little bit about you first. You played professional basketball with Washington, didn't you?
That's right. I played 4 years at Washington and then played a year and a half with, well, 4.5 at Washington to be exact, and then a year and a half with the Boston Celtics.
Mm-hmm. Was that with Red Auerbach up there?
Yes, both times with Red. The first 3 years at Washington and then the last year and a half with the Celtics was with Red Auerbach.
And in the Celtics you played with some of those boys that are still playing there, didn't you?
Yes, I cheered for them more than I played with them. I played with Cousy and Sharman and, well, McCauley now is with the St. Louis Hawks, but a great ball club.
Yeah. I was going to ask you a question about this year. Of course, we know that you played North Carolina. How many times did you play them?
4 times to our sorrow.
Well, I shouldn't say to your sorrow because I think you put up great games again. I know 3 out of 4 you did, didn't you?
Yes, I don't think either one of us played very well in the Dixie Classic. That night they beat us 63-55, but other than that, only 3 points separated the clubs each time.
In other words, you had them going into the last few seconds.
Well, on 2 occasions we had them beat with 46 seconds to go, but they had a fellow that found the hoop and we didn't.
That fellow Rosenbluth.
Yes, he's the boy that beat us both
times.
I
never got to see him play except in the movies, but every time I'd read an account, he seemed to be a great clutch player.
Well, I didn't think he was because he used to miss his foul shots a year ago in the clutch, and usually that's a pretty good indication of whether a boy down the line is pretty good with the chips down, but he changed my mind. He converted a whole lot of us.
He did.
We have a lot of respect for him. He always got the basket for Carolina when they needed it, not only against Wake Forest, but against all the other schools. When they had to have a basket, they didn't look for anybody else but Rosie, and he got the ball and put it through the hole, and that's the important thing.
Well, now, what about the future, well, let's say a professional basketball? You think there's a lot of good basketball players coming out of the colleges now who will go ahead and make great professional basketball players?
Yes, I don't think there are a lot of them, Jack, but there are a few. You have to be so big and so clever. You take boys like Sharman and Cousy, they're small for the backcourt now, and they're exceptional basketball players. I don't think more than 4 or 5 boys will make it this year. It's tough to get that old pro out of there anytime.
Well, Bones, listen, it's so nice to have talked to you today, and we want to wish you and Wake Forest a lot of luck this coming year, and I hope you have all the success in the world as a coach up there.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you very much.